What's up, Raiders? Bionic here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to talk about the event and the tournaments that are ongoing right now, so Spider and Summon Rush. I want to compare them to the previous ones. Are they worth it? Should you push? Should you not push? So we'll look at that real quick, but before we get to that, let me remind you we have a 2-chance event for Ancient Shards ongoing right now. I will be summoning myself. I do have some viewer summons as well, which we're going to do partially on Twitch, so live. I am on Twitch now, in case you guys do not know. If you want to come in and join the fun, the link is in the description of this video and all my other videos, basically. And so if you do want to let me summon your shards, you got to reach out to me on Discord. I will need your information and whatnot. So I'll make probably like a compilation video of all the best pulls throughout the weekend and make one video at the end probably, okay? So before we start going over the events and tournaments though, I will start this spider run in the background simply because I also want to quickly show you guys sort of what I've been trying out lately. This is my typical build, right? It's a mix of like enemy max HP along with HP burn. But what I've noticed is that Kantra is actually pretty good. A lot of other players have built her already. That's fine. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel here. But what I will say is that I can actually use a pretty similar setup of my main build, which works maybe not as well, but it's still pretty decent. And what I like about this is that we have fusion, free, farmable, and we'll say almost farmable, but at least it's a rare, right? So if anything, this for end game purposes is somewhat accessible, and I like that. What I'm trying to say is that Plarium is giving us pieces of the puzzle, okay? So every once in a while, you're gonna get a champion that's gonna help you progress on something. Kantra being a good example, Ultimate Gaelic, Armiger being very excellent for an uncommon, right? Arbiter being the big prize. If you can get there, right now with the arena, it's a big problem. But anyway, let's let this go in the background and let's start going over these events and tournament. All right. So first off, let me pull up some of the summon rushes real quick, okay? So they used to be really easy. I've shown this before. 1500 points, you could get an epic skill tome, and then you would get all the bulk of the energy up to 240 points, okay? Then they got a little bit harder, but at least they had a legendary tome at 2500 points, and then you could get even more energy at the 280 point mark, okay? So this, in my mind, was the best of the versions of the summon rushes, okay? But since they've gotten a lot harder, right, we know this, now they look a little bit more like this. But what you see here, not even like this is just like the level up of the previous one, where you see here the energy is now behind 870 points and not 280. We knew that, but I think it's getting even worse. That's the big point here today, is that if we look at the previous one, or one that wasn't too long ago, you would get all the energy up to 870 points, right? And now it's at 1400 points, right? And then you would get like all these extra rewards up to 7000 points. Now it's at 9000 points, which means the difficulty keeps going up. Okay, so it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. I think by now you guys should kind of be used to this. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Then maybe we could look at the one from today, and I'll let you guys know where I typically push to. Okay, so now let's look at the spider tournament, because I'm gonna say that it's actually not that bad. It's looking pretty decent. This is one of the first ones I have ever seen. 2000 points for a epic skill tome, okay? And then here are some of the more recent ones where it's still about 2000 points for that epic tome, but then you have 2700 points for a rank 4 chicken. This could at least be a rank 5 chicken. That's just my opinion, but by now, once again, we should be used to this, right? This is how Plarium rolls. So the one from today is very similar to this. So I would like to think that maybe this is the new norm, right, for tournaments that are outside fusion events, okay? So big question is it worth it to push? Well, it really depends on where you're at in the game right now. Personally, for me, it's all about gear at this point, right? Even if I get better champions, which is always good, I feel like I'm always struggling to get better and better gear, especially now that they are flooding the market with these speed sets that you can purchase and whatnot. I feel like I constantly need to be farming dragon and now spider, right, to keep improving even just the champions that I have right now. So anyway, all this say that if you do have the extra energy, and that's the second point today, is that we can get a lot of energy from the summon rush. Like, I'm gonna try to put, you know, all the chances on my side to get a little bit more out of these events and tournaments. Okay, so I'm gonna be pushing on this spider tournament. Whether I reach first place or not, that's not the point. Probably will not anyway. It's just the fact that, you know, it's a good time to start farming spider if you have the extra energy and whatnot, right? Anyway, so we'll look at that a little bit later. So here, let's go real quick and look at the spider tournament. As you can see, pretty much in line with the one I just showed you guys, right? So again, this is decent. You can typically reach this relatively easy with just your daily regeneration, assuming you're doing level 20, and then this up here is usually a little bit harder to get. But if you get the extra energy, let's say from your monthly quests, perhaps you have some of your weekly quests, right? And then if you use the energy from this summon rush right here, right? So I'm going to push probably to 1400 points. That's all my ancient shards, and that'll give me a little bit more energy, and I should be able to finish this spider tournament. So that's usually how I manage these events when they're outside of like the fusion events. Like I said before, I just try and see how I can, like I said, generate more resources. Whether or not I complete them, that's not the point. It's just, again, extra stuff, right? So that's it for this quick video this morning. Really just wanted to give you guys an overview of what's going on in the game. And like I said, 2-chance event. If you guys want to let me summon your shards, do reach out. That would be awesome. Or come and join us on Twitch to see them live. That would be pretty cool as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.